to another podcast for Pastrami Nation, the meat of pop culture. My name is Nolan. I am here with Jason.
Hi, everybody.
QBC Toys and More's very own Robert.
How's everyone doing tonight?
And the man that needs no introduction, but he gets one anyway, Eric.
Hello, everyone.
There's an empty space at this table today, guys.
I would take my hat off and be very sad. I am in mourning. We have lost, at least for tonight, Michael Slapstick Fabella.
We lost him to the horrible thing known as work.
That four-letter word.
Work is so overrated, man.
It has no place in this podcast. We don't want to hear work.
No, Eric left work early just to be here.
I quit my job just like the other day.
Wow.
I have nothing to do tomorrow.
That is dedication.
That is very much.
I like the way you think, sir.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm done. You get out of here.
But Michael will be back next time, of course.
He's here in spirit.
He is, and he's probably going to text me very randomly random stuff about, hey, you guys, I heard that.
I love you guys.
Texting from beyond.
Technology's so great these days, right? Before we get started, we are giving away...
The Demogorgon.
Oh, man. Before we dive into our topics today, we are giving away a pop. We're giving away a Legion of Collectors Classic Superman pop. Look at that thing, guys.
He's trying to fly away in the box.
And he's trying to fly away to your house. So all you have to do is listen till the very end of the show. At the very end of the show, we're going to ask you a random question. The first person to answer that random question wins this pop. So that's at the very end of the show.
But then you listen to the whole show, too.
That's why you should listen to the whole show.
Okay. You said listen to the end of the show.
We're going to be in.
It could end in 10 minutes.
Because I was saying everybody was turning it off right now. And then come back in 59 minutes.
In 23 seconds.
Make sure we're clear on
22.
21. Oh, man. Well, we got some really cool topics to talk about today. And we just in case you don't know, we are broadcasting live from a comic book shop here in Victorville, QBC Toys and More on Hesperia Road here in Victorville. If you're in the high desert, there's no reason you shouldn't be out here getting your comic book fix. They also have collectibles, toys, a ton of Voltron stuff over here, because Voltron seems to be a thing here. But who doesn't love Voltron? So come on out, check it out. If you haven't liked them on Facebook yet, look them up, QBC Toys and More on Facebook, and yeah, that's where we're at tonight. That's where we're at every night that we do these podcasts. So first off, we have a really cool comic book that we're going to talk about. Hasn't even launched yet.
Not yet. Coming out on March 22nd from one of our favorite publishers, Valiant Comics.
Valiant, and they do such a great job with so many books. Ninjak and Faith, Britannia, and of course, Exo Manowar. And that's the book we're talking about today. Exo Manowar #1, the brand new series based off of the flagship character from Valiant Entertainment. Written by Matt Kent. Matt Kent is a name that comes up a lot in this podcast.
Definitely.
Excellent writer. He's also an artist. And with Exo Manowar #1, we get a very different look at Exo Manowar. So I want to open it up to everybody. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
Okay. I read Exo Manowar the other day, and it starts off really good, where we see our hero in his human, without the armor. He's just Eric, that's what he's known as, and he's on this planet with those blue aliens, planet Doran, I believe it was. And basically him and a bunch of guys get shipped into war as bantha fodder, pretty much, like human shields for the real soldiers. And you see the whole journey where they're going up and getting picked off and everything, and he's managing to...
I'm going to interrupt somebody because we have a visitor from the underside.
From the beyond.
No
from
way.
The beyond.
Very beyond.
Oh,
Sorry to interrupt.
Pull up a chair and
Oh
sit on
my
your
gosh,
We are just beginning.
My bros, how you doing, man? Come here, give me a hug. How's it going,
How's it
man?
going?
I made it. I'm here.
We are so happy that you made this
Hi
slapstick.
guys. Thank you. I am here. Slapstick is glad to be here.
feel
Hello,
complete
Facebook.
We do.
We feel really
Yeah.
complete now.
Very.
It's like
Hello.
I'm a little shocked.
I don't know how much I'll be able to contribute, but I'm ready.
That's okay. We're glad to have you here.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
So right now we are talking about Exo Manowar.
Oh, let's do it. Okay.
Jason was giving his feedback on it. Anything else you wanted to add?
I like where it's going so far. The angle it's going in, how they're showing him, he's doing all this heroic stuff without even having his armor, you know, and he's missing an arm for that matter, you know. It's showing you who this guy is as a man.
Now, I would like to jump to Robert here because, I mean, let's face it, there's nobody here that knows comic books more than Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's just not. So, Robert, let us know about Exo Manowar from not only someone who's read Exo Manowar, but maybe like from someone who hasn't read the book yet. What to expect from it?
Well, first, for those of you that are watching live, I'm going to shove this right into, actually my son will shove it right into,
What a picture, too.
look at that artwork.
Wow.
Okay, you cannot not appreciate the artwork.
It's
It is
negative.
absolutely amazing.
very good.
You won't see that in the big two. You won't see that really anywhere.
And again, it's already been stated that Matt Kent is one of our favorite writers and an amazing story. But what makes Exo Manowar unique to Valiant is that whenever Valiant starts off a new series with the #1, it is new reader friendly. You don't have to have read anything prior, and you can come right on in. And Exo Manowar is no exception. It is so new reader friendly. Yes, there will be questions, but that's always a good thing. Because if you didn't have questions when you're starting off reading anything, you're not going to want to finish it.
Exactly.
True.
That's
Yeah.
this guy right here. I
Yeah.
never read
Second.
Valiant until yesterday.
And
Welcome.
this is
Glad to be here.
This is what Marvel and DC, they need to look at what Valiant is doing. And I've said it many a time and I'll continue saying it. They're doing everything correct. It is a quality product from beginning to end. Quality storytelling, quality artwork. They're never shipping late, guarantee. You know, it's amazing. And they don't over-publish. If you wanted to be able to collect the entire Valiant line, it's not going to break the bank. But yet, you can also just pick and choose what titles you want to read. And if you're going to pick and choose one, definitely read Exo Manowar #1 when it comes out on March 22nd.
Right. Eric?
Well, like I just said, this is actually, I've read Faith. First iteration.
Another good book, yeah.
Yeah, really good. But this is really my first superhero, this type of superhero Valiant book that I read. And like Robert was saying, you don't have to know any of the backstory to get into it. Because I had no idea about Exo Manowar other than his name. That was it. But it was awesome. Like I said, the artwork is just awesome in it, storytelling. And it kind of just hit the ground running.
Definitely.
I mean, there was like a couple of panels letting you know what was going on. And then boom, all of a sudden he was captured. He was pressed in as a soldier, cannon fodder. And basically saw who the character was all within the first comic. And how much of a badass he is.
Yes.
Like kind of right off the bat, but without really knowing any of the backstory. So, thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
See, and I get to be the other side of that because I've followed Exo Manowar. I bought the very first Exo Manowar from the relaunch. I was on board with Valiant since then, and I was a fan of them before then. But as soon as I heard they were relaunching, this is happening, I had to jump on board. I've loved it. I've loved the series. I read issue number 50, which ended the last run. So from that to this one, there's a lot of questions that come up. Of course, like where did his arm go? Why isn't he wearing his armor?
That was 2 of my questions.
And that's something that we're going to see over this sprawling storyline. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and for an Exo Manowar book to exist without him being in the armor, which is his staple, to me that was fantastic. And the artwork, you can't say enough about the artwork. It's just an absolutely beautiful book, and I think anybody who just wants a good read, you don't have to know anything about Exo Manowar. You want a good read, you should check this out when it comes out in a few weeks. Anybody else have anything they'd like to add about Exo Manowar?
It's a near perfect book. It really is, and I don't say that very often.
So for if any of us here have read this book, I'm going to go around really quickly and we have 10 seconds to do this. Give me a grade between 0 and 10 about what you would give it. So I will let you know when we get going. So again, my name is Nolan Smith. I am here at QBC Toys and More. I am here with Jason, Michael, Robert, and Eric. We're talking about Exo Manowar #1. So quickly, Jason, grade.
10. From what I've read so far, I'm giving it a 10. Great book.
A 10.
10.2.
10.2 on the Richter scale.
I was brand new to it. I wasn't expecting it, and it hit me.
That's good, though. That's good that it does that to a new reader, and that's why I'm so intrigued by it, not knowing the history of this character. I think it's great.
And for me, it's got to be a 10. Absolutely. So check out Exo Manowar #1 if you have not saved it with your comic book shop yet. I highly recommend you do that. It's probably going to sell out because it's a fantastic book. So moving right along, we're going to talk about Logan.
Oh, great movie.
So I know not everybody here has watched it, so we won't give away spoilers. Logan, of course, is the latest Wolverine movie. It is from director James Mangold. It is Hugh Jackman's very last film as Wolverine. It is Patrick Stewart's last film as Professor Xavier.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Maybe he's going back to playing Captain Picard.
Oh, I hope not.
Captain Picard is the greatest captain ever.
There's very few things we outlaw on this podcast.
And Star Trek, one of them.
Star Trek is one.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm literally not allowed to say those words.
Oh, and really quick.
Those words?
Well,
Did you just say those words?
No.
Those words.
Those words.
Oh, man.
And
Watch
somebody
this.
did
Star
agree
Trek.
with us. Brandon
Oh, it didn't
Drew.
happen.
So Valiant Comics
We didn't
is on
hear.
fire.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, very good.
So Brandon, we agree. Valiant Comics is fantastically on fire. So Logan, who here has seen Logan?
I have.
I have.
Have you seen it?
Not yet.
Okay.
You know,
I've watched a lot of
I have not seen
non-spoiler
it yet.
reviews because I knew you guys were going to go see it, and I wanted to see it originally with you, but I'm just like, not that I'm skeptical because I believe in Hugh Jackman, but I'm just like, let me watch all these reviews first, and I've heard a lot of great things about this movie.
I did read some spoilers too.
No, don't.
No, I won't
That's
say
the
what they
second thing
are.
that's outlawed here.
But I did read some spoilers. I didn't even care. I went ahead and read them anyway. Not even to myself.
You rebel.
And you still want to see the
Crazy,
movie?
man. I do some crazy things.
Do you still want to see the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, very cool. Very cool.
Very much.
So it's for me. It's the Wolverine movie we wanted. You know, it's without giving any spoilers. I mean, obviously it's rated R, and it's rated R for the right reasons.
Okay.
You want a Wolverine story where he's using his claws. We get that a lot. We get a lot of bloody action here. You also get a lot of F-bombs
Ooh.
Yes.
by a lot of people.
By Professor X.
Freaking
wow.
Professor X is
Yeah.
cussing?
It's hardcore.
That's
Oh.
great.
Wow. That's got to sound odd.
It's awesome.
It sounds like a
Sir
commercial or a
Patrick's
parody. Yeah, to think like, oh my god, like he just said that. But it's an extremely well done movie. I loved every bit of it. I love the inclusion of Laura, of course, the new character that's introduced in there. I love the direction it's going in, and I think that if they continue in this universe, it has a pretty bright future. Just to let you guys know, if you're at the theater and you're like, oh, do I stay for the end credits? No, you do not. There are no end credit scenes at the end of Logan.
They throw it in the beginning of
You have a pre-movie scene.
This is unheard
Well,
of.
that's a twist.
Yeah.
Yes. We won't tell you who it was.
Something tells me Michael already knows.
I know. I will not spoil it. You will enjoy it. It's awesome.
It was very
It
awesome.
was so cool to just be watching that and then to see what happened. You're like, what? I didn't expect
You kind
that.
of thought that was the movie, and then
Yeah.
it wasn't.
It was
Whoa.
not.
That
It was
cool.
Batman. He made an appearance.
Spoiler alert.
And it was not Ben Affleck.
It was badass.
The new
Bad Affleck.
But if you haven't seen Logan, I do highly recommend it. Jason, anything you want to add?
I like the way how it's set that far in the future, you know, like
Was it
2029?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where
okay.
They made a reference to tigers being extinct at that point, and I was like, oh,
That's
cool, you know?
weird. What happened? Yeah.
Yeah, and just the different little stuff you catch like that, and references to old X-Men stories and stuff. They kind of worked that in there really well. And plus, it's that blood and guts Wolverine that you want to see, that you always saw in the comic, that you didn't get with like the X-Men, the first 3 X-Men movies where he's slashing people with no blood. No, this time, like in the comic where you see him slash somebody's face and like their face gets ripped in thirds, you see that in the movie. It's just totally awesome. Like, wow.
Tasty.
So, your opinions then, do you think that we would have had this Logan if we did not have Deadpool?
No.
Nope, definitely not.
I feel that Deadpool opened the door to rated R superheroes, and he didn't open the door. He blew the damn door off the hinges. And
This would have been really lame if this was a PG-13 with all the slashing he was doing and all the killing.
and the director went on the record saying this could not be a PG-13 movie.
No.
And it couldn't, because just like Deadpool, if you took away all the rated R parts, you would have like a 12-minute movie. Logan, you would have a
That would be about my speed for a Deadpool, but that's all right.
For Logan, you would have a very mediocre, boring movie. And I'm a big fan of the X-Men movies, but if you compare Logan to the very first X-Men, this is a far superior product.
And he has a much better haircut in Logan than the first X-Men movie.
And you might even see, if you guys are like, when you watch it and you're looking out for Easter eggs, you're going to see a hint of something from Old Man Logan, which is something that I was really looking
Definitely looking forward to
Yeah,
seeing
because
that.
as we all know, everybody was really thrilled that this was going to have some kind of basis to Old Man Logan. You do get a nice little nod. You get a nice nod to Old Man Logan.
I
So,
thought that's what the whole movie was based on.
well, he is an old man. His name is
It
Logan.
is
He is a whole
Okay.
man.
I get it. All right.
So there is a review already up for Logan on PastramiNation.com. But Jason, if you give it a rating,
I'd go ahead and say 10.
10.
10 out of 10 for that one.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, that's a strong movie.
For the X-Men movies, I don't usually do that, but 10 out of 10, this was just that movie.
well, I think you gave X-Men Origins Wolverine that same rating, right?
Shut up.
Dude, that was a good movie. I don't know why everybody craps on that
I think it's
movie.
out of 3.
Was that
I
the
like
one with the
that movie.
Sabretooth that said, shiny? That was, the Ray Donovan Sabretooth.
So before we move on to the next thing, and still on the topic of movies, Kong. I haven't seen it, had a chance to see it.
Is it out?
It is
Yes.
out now.
So-
Who's seen Kong
Okay.
What do you guys do? Just go to movies all day?
all night?
Man.
So Kong, Kong Skull Island came out. It is the reboot of the King Kong franchise.
And my understanding is that one you do want to
Wait forever.
wait for after the credits, right?
Absolutely do.
It's getting confusing now.
Get
Yes.
something with a G in it.
You get something very
Some
big.
things,
Yeah, you get something
Okay.
well worth watching.
Plus, there's all the cool little like Easter eggs for each character. Like Samuel L. Jackson's in there. At one part, remember in Jurassic Park when he says, "Hold on to your butts."
Yeah.
He says the same thing.
That's what I
Alright.
just said when we were watching that trailer. As soon as he came on, I said, "Hold on to your butts." I had no idea. He said,
We did that from a
That's my favorite line.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ever.
Looks like a good cast. I'm excited to see
Yeah.
it.
And then the other movie, which hasn't come out yet, but just real quickly, I want to get other people's opinions because I just recently saw the trailer for it, and that is Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah.
Well, these guys saw it last night.
Interesting.
I'm seeing it
Definitely.
day one.
I'm a Scarlett Johansson fan, and I like Ghost in the Shell. So
I
it's
like
kind
Ghost in
of
the Shell since the original.
double dose.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson.
It looks really, really good. It looks a lot better than
Which you would imagine.
yeah.
Right. Like Speed Racer, when they adapted that to a film, it was
God.
horrendous.
Looks silly.
This looks very true. If you take shot by shot with that old anime,
Yeah.
it's very true to it. It's going to be controversial, for sure. But so was the anime.
I think the bad guy in there is the captain from Grimm, the TV series. Captain Renard, if I'm not mistaken, from looking at that trailer, I was like, that looks like the guy from
It
Grimm.
sounded like him, too.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it looks interesting because with the first trailer come out, I'm like, oh, okay. And I think Nolan, you were the one who kind of mentioned that to me and about it being from this anime. But the more and more they've kind of revealed in the trailers that have come out,
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm anticipating this film, as before I didn't. Maybe that was part of the marketing. You know what I mean? That was their plan. Let's slowly get people hooked and go, what's this movie? Raise an eyebrow. Okay, so we know Scarlett Johansson. What's going on? They reveal a little bit about what's kind of happening in her storyline and what looks to be somewhat of the plot, and you go, okay, I think I'm bought in, at least to go and purchase a ticket to go see this film. So I'm pretty excited to see it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
What is Ghost in the Shell? I mean,
That's the 31st, I think. Yeah.
What is Ghost in the
nutshell
Shell?
version.
So it's about mortality, machines, what it means to be alive.
She's an android.
Right, she's a
But
robot
she's an android, but she has a soul. So that kind of like a ghost in a shell. But it's been around for a very long time. Yeah, absolutely. Just fantastic creator, and it's went through a lot of iterations. You had the Standalone Complex, which was the relaunched anime, and that's still running. We still get films for that coming out. So this is a really big step in the right direction, because if this works, we could see more anime-based films that don't flop. Which Netflix is already developing a Death Note film based off of the anime. Which do you like?
That anime is really good. My brother got me into it, and I'm like, what is this thing? And it looks. The story is just so intriguing. It really, really is.
And that's coming out this year, I believe.
Oh my goodness! Okay.
And William Dafoe is the Shinigami.
Very good.
He looks like Ryuk. Yeah.
He does look like Ryuk. So this could open the door to a lot more. At the same time, if this sucks, it can close that door just as quickly.
Very true.
So we'll find that out.
From what I've seen, I don't think it's going to suck. It looks like it's a really strong adaptation.
Well, they did a live action, the Japanese one that was dubbed
Of
Death Note.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Japanese versions of the films, those turn out.
They work out pretty well, like some of those, like
You can watch it subtitled or dubbed. They can be very good. But to put a U.S. big box office thing, I'm hoping for it. I'm going to see it first day.
That's the end of the month, right?
That comes out the end of this month.
Yeah, so this is a strong month for movies.
Well,
This is
since
really
we're on
unusual for March.
Right, because March to me it used to be like you had 300. 300 was like the best thing. Now you have a lot going on. Some movie comes out next week. What is it, Michael?
How are you talking about?
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yes. Yes.
What a March we're having.
It's a good year for 2017 so far of film. There's a lot of great film, and I mean, even though these are we've seen a lot of superhero movies. Are we going to get burned out? And I think it kind of happened, not just because I'm a Marvel fanboy, but it happened with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. They really grounded it as a human type of film. We see that. Well, I've heard that we see that in Logan, and now we get to see this story that we love, the animated feature, Beauty and the Beast, brought to our reality. And I think Emma Stone is the perfect Belle. I'm excited to see, I was a little skeptical on the way the Beast looked. The more and more I saw this. And actually, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Tales All This Time, it's actually John Legend singing it and Ariana Grande. And you would never know it was these two artists.
I didn't know that.
When they just kind of released a music video, and it's a different adaptation of the song, but in the final trailer they release, and you hear Tales All This Time, and it plays, it's perfect. So I think Disney, they're super, picky, and they should be, about how their movies are presented. We saw a great adaptation of the animated film for Jungle Book, and I think they're going to continue to do that with this movie. And so I'm very excited to see it. I cannot wait. I'll be there opening night.
Same here.
Yeah, it's going to be.
We'll probably be next to each other.
Probably.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited for it.
But what a March.
What a March.
And it's not even over yet, because there's one more movie that comes out in March, I believe.
Go Power Rangers.
Yes.
That's coming out already?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
you have
24th, I believe. So I think it's like the
Next
following
week,
week. Yeah.
And I don't mean to bash any movies, but there's another movie coming out in March that I'm not hyped for at all.
Oh, no.
And that is Life.
Oh, that alien kind of space thriller.
Ryan Reynolds. That hasn't caught me at all.
As long as he puts on his Deadpool mask during the movie, it'll save it. That's all they have
You
to
gotta wait
do.
till the ending credits. Puts a Deadpool mask
Oh,
on.
you thought this was a real movie. Just kidding.
Yeah.
What is it, based on the Game of Life?
It'd be better if it was.
Oh, no.
It feels like
I
it's
don't know too much about the film.
It's like a generic, sci-fi film about discovering life on another planet.
But do you think it could be good? Do you think there's a chance, like inclement chance.
Maybe it's a 50-50 chance for me.
Because of that trailer they showed, the newer trailer I saw yesterday before Con, like they show more of that thing that grabs him from the jar,
Yeah.
and they say like these things obliterated life on Mars, and if they get to Earth, the same thing will happen. So
That made it a little
that
bit.
kind of made it a little more interesting than that first trailer they've been shoving down our throats. So maybe these things are like, that's why there's no life on other planets. They get inhabited by these like, octopus kind of looking.
Thanagarian snare beasts.
Yes. That's the proper
We talked
term.
about this earlier.
Very good.
So, I haven't even seen the trailer for Life, but just from the description of it, it almost sounds like Jodie Foster's Contact in terms of a movie that really did not go over well.
No.
It could only hopes to get to that Contact level.
Wow. Now I just want to see the movie just to see if we're wrong, and I hope so. But I don't have too much interest to see it. But
And in a very full-packed March, you got to compete for our money, And as of right now, Beauty and the Beast, Ghost in the Shell, and Power Rangers have my money. And Logan and Kong already had it. If you're going to win me past that, you gotta wow me with a trailer or something. And Life hasn't done it. If any other movies are coming out in March, you haven't done your job either. Because you're not on my radar, and I watch pretty much anything. But not La La Land.
Oh,
No.
I heard
no
it's a
La La
good film. Is it
Land.
not a good film?
You go watch it and let us know.
I was about to say
I
that.
cannot wait to. Listen, here's what March is getting me excited for. And I think Star Wars, not to say they started the trend, but, there wasn't a lot of big movies like that in December. Now we're getting a lot of great blockbusters in March. And what I'm hoping is these, that it won't get stale, and these film companies, these studios are going to go, you know what? This month is a dead month. Let's put some good films out here. And we're just going to begin to get good movies all year long.
Traditionally, February and March were the months where studios released the movies that they didn't think would quite make it at the summer. And March this year is showing that there's a lot of good stuff that they can do, and who knows, maybe it's going to be a beginning of a push where the summer blockbuster season is going to be even longer, and it's going to be a spring and summer blockbuster season.
I would love that.
Starting in February.
It kind of did when you think about it. Deadpool was in February with John Wick.
That's what I'm saying. February, John Wick, Deadpool. I'm hoping that they're going to start releasing at least a couple films.
Slapstick movie comes next year.
Going back to Deadpool, though, is that they released Deadpool initially in February because they didn't think it was going to be a good
budget,
a good blockbuster movie, and it proved them wrong.
Yeah, and that's why they
you
did it
look
against
at
that
the-
chick flick movie, because they figured it would get something.
You look at Kong, and that's a high budget with well-known actors in it.
John C. Reilly.
John Goodman.
John Goodman, yeah.
And
love to see him
today
back.
he got his star on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he did.
Very nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So-
Brie Larson's in the movie, and I say Loki, but what
That is Loki.
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of great actors in this film.
And so that is a summer blockbuster released in March.
Yeah.
It could be a new trend that we're going to see, and that would be great if they keep up the quality of films for that. And they might ramp this up to be a pre-summer thing, and then, as we know, May hits and everything good starts hitting. in
Yep.
May. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Volume 2.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
So hopefully March of 2018 will be just as exciting as March 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Here's hoping. Now, we have another thing coming out at the end of this month, and it's our next topic. It's WonderCon. WonderCon 2017 coming out. It hits.
That's the other thing in March, competing for your money.
Yeah. So, in case you don't know what WonderCon is it's a comic convention from Comic-Con International. That's who puts on San Diego Comic-Con. Tickets are available right now if you go to comic-con.org. Click on WonderCon, you can get a ticket right now. They do sell out quite quickly, so if you are interested in going, I recommend getting a ticket
It's
now.
the Friday, Saturday, Sunday one, right? It's like, what, the 31st through the 2nd, I believe?
Yeah, right. And for a lot of people, that's a kind of a spring breakish around time, and I couldn't recommend something better to do. WonderCon has been, since they came to Southern California, they've been fantastic because they came from San Francisco, and construction happened over at their facility, and they're like, oh, we'll do 1 year in Southern California, and then their attendance doubled. And then they said, we're going to stay in Southern California. So it's at the Anaheim Convention Center, my favorite convention center.
It's a great
here.
convention.
Yeah.
Well, next to San Diego, of course.
So the parking lot, it fills up, the parking garage fills up pretty quick, unless you're going to get there super early. Just save yourself the trouble. Go to the Angel Stadium, because they have a free shuttle that takes you to and from. It goes like every 15 minutes from the convention center to Angel Stadium.
But if you're staying at the hotels,
then you got it.
The hotels are set up far better than San Diego. San Diego, the hotels are spread all over, and right there at Anaheim,
they're all right
there.
Agreed. Completely agreed.
It's a much better setup.
Yes.
How does WonderCon compare to like San Diego Comic-Con as far as?
Nothing,
I've never been to either.
Nothing compares to San Diego Comic-Con. That is the pop culture
That's the big
convention. That is also the most impossible convention to get into.
Right.
Unless you're lucky. You know, you almost have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting into San Diego.
I thought I was going to go one weekend before. I was going to buy tickets the weekend before, and I was like, I'll get some tickets and go to that.
I think they go on sale this Saturday, tomorrow, isn't it?
No way.
I think you're right. Comic-Con tickets go on sale
9 a.m.,
tomorrow.
I think, yeah.
And they sell out in minutes.
Like in 6 minutes, they're sold
You
out.
can get right there, and you have zero.
Because it puts you in a waiting room,
Right.
I heard.
And you can bring over 14,000 in the waiting room. You're screwed there. I'm sorry, you know.
And so while San Diego has the biggest Hollywood presence,
That was going to be my next question.
see, I'm answering your questions before you're asking.
quiet. Just listen.
That's why Robert is the king, man. He's like, I already know what you're gonna ask.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
And so WonderCon, yes, they sell out, but it's much, much easier to get the tickets.
Right.
The way they have it set up, if you like just going out and watching all of the cosplay, they have outside of the convention itself, there's a lot of cosplay. You can hang out there for a day without spending a dime. You know, and
Bad idea.
makes it fun.
Just go hang out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And
You could.
They have a nice area in front of the convention.
yeah,
Yeah,
for that.
I've heard that.
and if you get inside, not all the publishers, not everybody appears like they do at San Diego, because San Diego is, again, the one that everybody has to go to.
Yeah, you're not going to have the big Hasbro's and Mattels and all those.
Right, but it is still a really worthwhile convention. It's a little bit smaller, still big, but it's a little bit smaller than San Diego.
Yeah.
Quite a bit smaller than San Diego. But if you haven't been to either one, I would go to WonderCon, and honestly, I have very little interest in even trying to get back to San Diego because it is just so crowded. It's like Disneyland when it's at 99% capacity. It's just not fun.
Shoulder to shoulder, all the way.
Yeah. Well, and the only one I'd been to was in Vegas, which is the what do they call it? What's the name?
Well, there's the Amazing Comic Con. There's several other conventions that they have.
No, I think it was the
that was
Amazing
such a joke.
Comic-Con.
Oh, you went there too?
Oh my god.
That was awful. That was horrible.
You know it's bad when they're forced to give refunds.
Yes.
Oh,
the only thing
man.
that saved that for us was it was in Vegas, you know. It was,
Exactly.
I was so
that's
excited
what
when
the
you guys went. I
convention
thought you were going to
happened.
come back with totes full of
Oh,
stuff.
it was horrible.
I was counting
it was
money.
awful.
It didn't happen.
Oh, it happened.
No, it happened, but it was nowhere near
But
the
it wasn't
size that they
happening.
were promoting.
It felt like Frankenstein's.
Like a Frankenstein's in
It
Las
felt
Vegas.
smaller
Which
than
is
Frankenstein's.
Frankenstein's is
Not too bad.
great, but if you
Frankenstein's is
promise
awesome.
something bigger,
And if
yeah,
you're
no,
paying-
Frankenstein's is great, but if you promise something like
Yeah.
a type of Comic-Con that we're talking about and you
Yeah.
don't get that, that's super disappointing.
And I guess there was a lot of people that signed up for VIP, you know, where you
All
get
the
like,
celebrity dinners and stuff.
and the souvenir
And didn't get
stormtrooper
any of
helmet.
Oh, the full-size
such a bummer.
Stormtrooper helmet was that Walgreens
yeah.
paint it yourself
You
one.
plan weekends, you get plane tickets. There's so much that goes into trying to get. We
Hotels?
all work.
Hotels aren't
Hotels. You spend all this money, drop all this dime just to get down to this
Yeah.
place to enjoy a weekend with things that you promised, and you pay for even more on top of your expenses to get there, and then you're not promised that. That's a super letdown. So that's unfortunate for
That
that.
would be.
con. Yeah, that's a lot.
It was. We're
The-
saving the trouble. Don't do it. You know.
The Amazing Comic Cons, those are really good. They're small, There's not a lot of huge publishers that appear at those, but if you want to have a chance to actually talk to creators, amazing Comic-Cons are the ones to go to.
Yes.
You're not going to have that same opportunity to talk to the creators at WonderCon because, again, there's tens of thousands of people.
Yeah.
You know, and the amazing Comic-Cons, they're quite a bit smaller, and they get some really good guests coming in because they treat the creators and their guests very, very well. So
tell me about WonderCon. So this would be like my first year attending this thing. What's it been like in the past?
So WonderCon is like a little Comic-Con. You do have comic publishers there. So from memory, I can think of Image Comics being there. Dark Horse was there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
IDW.
Wasn't Lion Forge there?
Lion Forge was
yeah,
there.
Lion Forge is at most of the conventions.
And Lion Forge acquired Magnetic Press now, so that's something to.
He's excited about that.
Yeah, love the dinosaur, right?
It kind of reminds me, like WonderCon reminds me of what Comic-Con used to be like before all the big boxes moved in.
Well, see, I remember Comic-Con when they were announcing record attendance for the entire weekend of 10,000.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
I remember walking around the floor of Comic-Con and being able to talk to the likes of Jack Kirby.
Whoa!
Very nice.
Now
Yeah.
that 10,000 is the line at the bathroom.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
or for a present.
For Funko.
And-
to get your bracelet or something.
And so WonderCon, compared to what Comic Convention San Diego was when I first started going, even WonderCon is huge.
Yes.
You know, and I remember being able to go to San Diego and literally sitting down and hanging out and talking to Mike Grell for hours.
Oh, awesome.
You know, and that's not something that you get a chance to do during the convention.
Yes.
You know, and that's why I still like going to a lot of the smaller conventions because it still has that personable feel to it. WonderCon is right smack in the middle. It is large, if you like that large feel, that excitement that can often go with the large conventions without it being so overly huge like San Diego.
Yeah.
Right. And you get a lot of the big names going there. I wrote down some of the names, and they're big. So Mark Waid, who is massive
Yes.
writer for Marvel and DC and plenty of places.
And now he's doing a lot of stuff with, what is it, Action Lab?
That's right. Jim Lee, who is
Wow, that's a big one for
Yeah.
WonderCon. He's
Yeah,
usually
but
not there.
you know, that's not really a far step anymore because DC is now based in Burbank, I think it is.
Yes.
DC. Well, they always have a big presence
Yeah.
here at WonderCon. So yeah, you'll see him up at the podium, surrounded by people like he's a deity because.
And you know, I
How
remember
important he
being
is.
able to talk to Jim Lee before his X-Men days.
Oh, before his X-Men.
Before his X-Men days.
That's
nice.
so cool. Just to think.
So we have Jim Lee. We have the creator of Group,
Sergio Aragones, I believe.
Oh,
and
nice.
he's awesome creator. Bob Layton, from Iron Man fame.
Yep.
Gerard Way, DC's Young Animal imprint, also from My Chemical
Yep.
Romance, and he did the amazing Umbrella Academy, which was just a fantastic book. Won Eisner his first time out. What an awesome guy! And then Kevin Eastman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
wow.
Who's that?
Just get out.
Kevin Eastman.
And there are
So
exclusives
cool,
there
man.
too. You know, they'll have their WonderCon T-shirts.
Have they shown it yet? Like,
There's a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
looks really
exclusive covers. A lot of the companies actually produce exclusive covers for WonderCon.
And then Toynami's actually having exclusives this year. They'll have Acid Rain stuff, Robotech. I think that's all I've seen so far. But they also make Voltron. So very awesome.
Yeah, everyone heard that? I didn't hear it. I was like, what? Voltron? What?
So we could see a
It's a
Voltron
life-size Voltron.
What?
giveaway.
Anyway, yeah.
So highly recommend WonderCon. We've both been going there since it came to Southern California.
Very cool.
And we'll be there. Pastrami Nation will be there. So if you want to check it out, www.comic-con.org. Click on the WonderCon icon and get your tickets before they sell out. They will sell out.
Yeah,
So,
usually Saturday goes first, huh? Like,
Saturday's
Yeah.
a big day.
That's the
Yeah.
big one, yeah.
Sunday is not.
Some days when you catch all the deals from like the small vendors and
Yeah.
stuff,
$10 hard
Sunday
covers.
shopping day.
It is.
they don't want to take
It
it
is.
back with them, you know?
Yeah.
It's also
Well,
the day you're
experience
most
the con
tired
Friday,
character.
experience the con Saturday, and then shop. You know what I mean? Really take the time to get the full effect of everything that they
And
offer.
visit every booth.
Yes.
Because there's going to be
Yes.
things that you didn't even know existed. You can say, I need that.
And if you do go, make sure you go through Artist Alley
Yes.
slowly and explore the small press publishers.
That's my favorite part of the whole conference, Artist Alley.
The small press publishers, they're not doing it to make bank. In fact, most of them, they're doing it just as side projects. Many of them, they're still working 9-to-5 jobs. Sometimes it's minimum wage jobs, and they're just hoping to make it big. So if you're at any convention, whether it's WonderCon, whether it's San Diego, whether it is an amazing Comic-Con, whether it doesn't matter. Always make sure you go by and support the small press publishers.
Absolutely.
I couldn't agree more, yeah. And you'll find some great things in there.
And some of the nicest people, too.
Absolutely.
Well, you can still talk to them
Exactly.
before they get too big for
Before
you.
they become the next gym lead.
Exactly.
They're up on a podium and you're like, I remember them.
Guards.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for today. For the giveaway, I said we're going to ask a question. What you're winning is this Legion of Collectors.
That's
Superman.
new.
That is
Yeah.
That is new.
And how do you win this? Well, the first person, whether it's by listening to the audio version of this or watching it live, first person to tell me what score did Eric give Exo Manowar #1?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. What score
Eric
did
doesn't even
Eric
remember.
Say it.
I know, I was trying to remember what it was.
Say it.
So whether it's live, whether it's from recorded, we'll be contacting the first person to answer that question. And before we go, of course, I want to thank QVC Toys and More for allowing us to come in and host these podcasts. We really enjoy being here. It's our comic shop of choice, and we buy a crap load of comics. So
Yes.
And you should too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again, QVC Toys and More here in Victorville. If you haven't checked them out, come in, check them out. They've got something for everybody. They really do.
Everybody.
They have
Even
pops
slapstick.
Even slapstick.
I heard they
And
have a
the-
slapstick book left.
Do they really?
One.
Better go buy it, Michael.
See, I'm getting the word out there. And they're very active on Facebook and Instagram as well. I follow on both.
We're doing a $1 back issue comic sale tomorrow.
Oh.
And we're doing a $1 back issue comic book sale tomorrow and Sunday.
So there you go. There's no better reason than to come out on a beautiful day. It's supposed to be like summer-like weather.
It is.
So come on out, QVC Toys and More. Get some gems of back issues. And if you're not into comics, now's the time for you to get into comics. There's no better time.
Never too late
Then you
to
can
start.
geek out like we do about comics.
Yeah.
We can start with this one right here.
Exo Manowar.
There you go.
Don't you guys forget that one. All right. Oh, wait. What is
do we have?
this?
Who do we have?
Mariah Fox.
Megan? Oh, Mariah.
Oh,
10.2.
Fox.
Mariah Fox!
Congratulations.
Right.
All right, Mariah, you won the Superman Pop. I'm surprised you remembered what Eric said. That's awesome.
See, people listen to me
I didn't even
sometimes.
remember what Eric said.
My #1 fan.
Maybe she's your only fan.
That could be.
Don't you crush
I
his
don't know.
dreams, Rob.
I'm a pretty big fan of myself.
Yes, you are.
Two.
She might
Maybe
be
my
the
number
That's
one
2.2 fans.
2.2 fan.
Always add the point 2 after it.
That's the point two.
That's the point 2.
Mariah, you were the point two.
You were the point
The
two.
10.2.
Oh, no.
So your
What's
pop.
his name didn't send you a message quick enough.
No, what I know. We have our
Dethroned.
Joel. You've been
Joel,
dethroned.
yeah, man. He
By a girl.
loaded.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh, what the heck was that?
I didn't take a little
shame
step.
on you.
Yes, shame.
And Joel just
Mariah,
put
you're awesome.
congratulations.
We appreciate
Awesome.
you, Mariah.
See, there
Good
we go.
stuff.
Joel.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Mariah.
Yes, congrats.
Your pop will be here. QBC Toys and More. I don't know if you're a regular customer or not.
Yes, she is.
Then
Oh, awesome.
you know where to find your pop. It'll be here with Robert here at the shop.
Or will it be?
Dun, 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 dun.
Joel said he can't take all the glory. Our next podcast is
Starting right now. We're gonna talk Game of Thrones. We can talk. You guys ever talk Game of Thrones?
not
I've
yet.
been waiting for that forever. Since
We're
It
waiting
doesn't
for
come
you.
out until July. We'll
Is
cover
it
it
July?
before then.
Oh,
Yes,
there
July
you go.
16th is the new
Yeah, but I want to
is
talk
the
about old
release
Game
date
of
For
for
season
season
7. Very nice.
I'm watching season 1 for the third time now. I've watched them all the way through twice. I'm working on my third time. I need to talk about stuff.
I've never
And you know
seen it.
he what?
Whoa! I said a horrible word.
What?
I have not seen Game of Thrones. And that's why I shouldn't have came tonight. Thank
Oh.
you guys. I will not be on 2 weeks from now
I didn't
podcast.
We were having a memorial for Mike for him being absent. We may still have a memorial for Mike for being absent.
So
Yeah, and it's going to start with a
Listen.
breakdance fight. And very poorly.
I heard it's
I
a
think
great
this is the
show.
longest ending.
but it's not over yet because we actually have a question too. But before
Awesome.
I address that, I'm going to make you feel a little better. Before this podcast, Stranger Things came up, and I have not
Ooh,
seen
yeah.
Stranger Things.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. What? You know?
But the question is from Joel.
Joel.
My girl wants to know if that is Michael Fabella. That is Michael Fabella.
That is Michael Fabella.
Is it the real one, though?
No, I'm slapstick. I don't know.
It is not the real Michael Fabella. He
Except
couldn't
no
make
substitute.
tonight. This is his life model decoy.
Who has not seen Game of Thrones? The real one has.
Get out.
Yes, except I spell my name with a Y, but it's alright. No, not everyone knows
But
that.
it is that Michael you're probably thinking about. Yes, it is the Michael that you
Hello.
hear every morning, and yeah,
And no
That
one
Michael.
loves.
It is that Michael.
it is that
Yes.
Michael.
That spins things on the radio.
Well, thank you. I am glad that these wonderful group of gentlemen really allow me to come and hang out with them. It's a lot of fun and I enjoy it. So thank you
Well,
for
to have a local celebrity among us is just.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
I always give
Who
you
hasn't
crap
seen
about
Game of
this.
Thank you for forgiving me. I hope they'll forgive me for not seeing Game of Thrones, but I heard it's great.
We'll
I
have to
I've played the
rectify
video
that.
game actually
and the
more than I
Stranger
have.
Things.
I've played the video game more than I've seen the show.
There's a Game of Thrones video game?
It's the Tall
The-
Tale collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a interactive story.
Yeah.
Why haven't I heard of this?
You haven't heard of this?
Wow.
No. There's all kinds of crazy things coming up that we don't know, haven't seen.
So I'll
can't
have to
talk
binge
about.
watch and, before July then. So
Yes,
I'm caught up.
Because we will do an
Please do
episode
this.
on Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Yes, we will.
yeah.
Once I get caught up,
It
with
will be
it.
about 3 hours long.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, 4 hours. I
Okay.
That's what. Yeah. And then after I'm done talking for 4 hours, you guys can have like a 20-minute discussion about what I've said.
Very nice.
You're so nice. Thank you.
And we won't mention that, Eric just recently started watching Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it until it was into the 6th season.
It has
When I
6
did.
seasons.
6 seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
but the thing is, each season is only 10 episodes.
Yeah, it's an
Oh, thank
easy
goodness.
catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to catch up on The Walking Dead, so.
And you can
It's
binge
easier
watch.
to catch up on
Okay,
that.
thank goodness.
The other television shows, since we're still going and just randomly babbling, Into the Badlands on AMC.
I've heard about
New
it.
season starts
You haven't
March
seen it?
19th. The first season, which came out in 2015, 6 episodes long, absolutely amazing. Some of the best fight choreography for a television series ever, period.
That is the feudal Japan based, right?
No, it's
Oh,
futuristic,
Sword fighting.
plantation, Western feel, martial arts, fantastic.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's basically the governments of the country have collapsed, or the world have collapsed, and drug lords have come in to take the places
Oh,
of,
wow.
and they've outlawed firearms, and so all fighting is done hand to hand, and it's
Pretty interesting.
really, really good.
I'm going to check that out.
I have to check that out. Yeah, and they've only had one season so far.
Only one season,
It's easy
more
catch.
than a year ago, only 6 episodes. Season 2 starts on March 19th.
Awesome. You know, and I know we're wrapping up. I feel the need to throw one last thing in there because it comes out next week, and that is American Gods.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 1 comes out from Dark Horse Comics. American Gods, based off of the novel by Neil Gaiman.
And soon to be a Starz television series.
When does that start?
It starts.
I want to say April.
Yes. If you have Starz, I recommend you watch that. If you don't have Starz, I recommend you wait till that week and then do the free trial. So you can watch the first episode because it's going to be fantastic, and so is the comic. The comic, I've had the chance to check out the preview. I know Robert has as well.
Yes.
It looks amazing.
It is amazing.
So-
Scott Hampton and P. Craig Russell.
P. Craig Russell.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And of course, Neil Gaiman. Can't forget about him.
Only my favorite author of all
Small,
time.
small part of that story.
So that's next week. I recommend you come down here because you should come down here early. I am liable to buy a bunch of copies and give them to people because I want them to read this. So beat me to the comic shop next
I'm
week.
hoping that I ordered enough, but you never know.
So you need to come on down, American Gods from Dark Horse Comics. We have went far over our limit. We should have ended 15 minutes ago. But we imposed the limit, so it doesn't matter. So it's all good. Any other comments? Oh, there's another Mike comment.
Oh no! What did I do?
Mike's busy watching Grey's Anatomy.
Who said I was watching Grey's Anatomy?
Better than
Wow.
General Hospital, right?
I guess. Fair enough.
I guess.
What, are you a fan of General
I'm
Hospital?
not a fan of either.
Is General Hospital a soap opera?
Yes, it is.
As a matter of fact, I'm watching a pretty manly Marvel show on Netflix right now. I'm finishing Luke Cage, bruh.
Oh, are you getting ready for Iron Fist that comes out next Friday?
I am getting ready for it. Yeah. I'm trying to go through those series and stuff like that. So, but I do like Grey's Anatomy. But no, I'm kidding. I've actually never seen that either. But yeah. Anyway,
I like the random dig at Michael. That's
I
awesome.
think it's great. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. All right.
All right, so guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up. It's always a joy to be on these podcasts with this great group of people.
much fun.
There are also people behind the scenes that you don't see. We have Crystal, who's a big part of this story.
Voltron!
Brings the Voltron love here.
Yes.
We have Q, who is in the corner over here, but he is a fantastic addition.
there.
You'll be seeing him on the next podcast.
Woohoo!
Yes.
All right.
So first appearance of Q on the next
That
podcast.
just sounds
First
cool, man.
appearance,
That
yes.
just sounds cool.
It's a collector's edition.
The reveal of the
Special platinum cover.
Who is he?
You'll find
Find
out.
out next issue.
Exactly.
Find out next issue.
So I want to thank you all for listening to our funny, silly little podcast. I want to thank everybody for participating in it. And signing off, I am Nolan.
Jason.
I am Michael Slapstick Fabella.
Robert Lamphere.
Eric Super Zero Griffin.
You're not a super zero.
I have to throw Super Zero in there.
Super 0.2.
There you
One
go.
of the greatest comic books ever. Okay.
There we go. All right, everybody, have a good day.
Good night. Bye.